The secret is out. You can live in a tranquil, small town atmosphere surrounded by the natural beauty of forests, rivers, lakes, and still be within 1 hour of the Seattle area. If you are ready to make the lifestyle change and move to the Cle Elum area, this video is for you. When you Google the population of Cle Elum, it's going to give you an answer of roughly 2,100 people. But the truth is, Cle Elum is really part of a cluster of 4 different small towns. That includes South Cle Elum, Roslyn, and Ronald. If I were to guess what the population of the area was, I would say it's probably closer to about 6,000 people. The community is vibrant and known for its friendly residents and slower pace of life. When moving to the Cle Elum area, you really have to think about what kind of lifestyle you are looking for. The geography of the area is very diverse and can support a lot of different lifestyles. In the Cle Elum area, you can find anything from a small cabin in the woods to a lakeside home, to a farm property in the flat farmlands, to living in a destination resort, to having a home that's walking distance to everything downtown. I'll go more into details about where these places are in upcoming videos, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so you know when that video comes out. The downtown of Cle Elum has been going through a facelift over the past few years, and if you've been there lately, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There have been a lot of new businesses moving into the area, and this will continue for years to come. The small business sector in this area is doing really well. However, if you are coming to the area and are going to be looking for work, you are going to find this very challenging. The Cle Elum area doesn't really have any sort of big industry outside of tourism and right now home building. If you are working in any part of the construction trade, you are going to do very well in this area as there is such a high demand. The tourism industry really has its ups and downs. The summer months is absolutely booming, and during winter and between January and April, it really slows down. I find that a lot of people buying homes in the area typically have the opportunity to either work remotely part of the time, or are looking for a vacation home or investment property, or are just flat out retired. Speaking of tourism, this really impacts the area, and it's something you should keep in mind when considering to move here. In the summer months, it's almost impossible to get a seat at a restaurant, and most of the locals will avoid going out altogether or really plan around those busier times. Not only does this impact restaurants, but you're also going to find that the trails that you love so much or your beach spots are just totally packed with people. I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent here, but would somebody please put another grocery store in Cle Elum? Cle Elum has one Safeway, which is a chain grocery store name in the Pacific Northwest, if you're not familiar, and it has been rumored to be the most expensive Safeway in the state. I don't know if that's true or not, but the prices definitely feel elevated. During the summer months, when we have all the people coming and vacationing and camping, the store gets completely ransacked. Once again, if you live here, you are going to learn when's the best time to shop at that Safeway. A lot of the residents will actually shop in a different town. You heard that right. A lot of residents will go to Ellensburg, which is 30 miles east. There you will find a bunch of different grocery stores such as a Price Chopper, a Fred Meyer, a Safeway, a grocery outlet. But if you are looking for something even larger like a Costco, you're going to have to drive either an hour west to Issaquah or an hour east to Yakima. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the housing market in Cle Elum. The housing market in Cle Elum can be a little bit hard to understand because there are so many different pockets of neighborhoods, and they all have different valuations. There are a lot of homes in the area that sell well over the $1 million price point, and this can really skew the overall median home price in the area. If you've watched some of my stuff before, you know that I always like to compare price per square foot because it just gives us a little bit more apples to apples. So if you Google or do research on the median home price per square foot In the Cle Elum area, you're going to get a lot of different results, and Realtor.com right now, it is reporting $543 per square foot. And the truth is, this really depends on where you're looking. You can still find homes in the Cle Elum area around that $400,000 price range. Just note that these homes are a little bit older, like 1920s, and will likely need some maintenance in the near future. Homes that are selling in that $400,000 price range, the median home price per square foot is $241 as reported by the Northwest MLS. Let's take a look at this example of what a $400,000 home looks like in the area. So this is a great example of a home in that $400,000 price range in the Cle Elum area. So this home was built in the 1920s. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just a little bit over 1,300 square feet. This one has a little bit of updating. It looks very clean. So you can find decent homes in the area in that $400,000 price range. All right, let's move on. As you increase the price point you are looking at in the area, the median price per square foot is also going to increase. Homes between $400,000 and $800,000 average at about $389 per square foot. I'll show you an example of that here. This is a great example of what a home looks like approaching that $700,000 price range. You're going to find homes that are surrounded by trees or maybe have a little more land associated with them. This is a very classic cabin look that we see a lot of in the Cle Elum area. This home is about 2,100 square feet and has 2 bedrooms, 3 baths. Homes between $700,000 and $1 million is kind of a sweet spot, and the median price per square foot drops a little bit to $353 per square foot. Here's an example of what a home looks like between $700,000 and $1 million. As I mentioned earlier in the video, you can really got to think about your lifestyle choices. I'm going to show you 2 different types of homes in this $800,000 to $1 million price range. So here we're up in the woods. We've got a lot of custom going on. You've got some views. So this is where that sweet spot price point really is. I'm going to show you one more example of where that $800,000 mark is. So this one's $880,000, so actually closer to $900,000. A little bit more of a standard home, but it's an equestrian property. So let's get to those pictures. There was a nice picture of the barn. Here we go. So this home is on some property. It's flat, it's usable land, and you've got this nice barn. So really thinking about lifestyle is very important when coming to the Cle Elum area. Once you hit that $1 million mark, your price per square foot is really going to jump up to $574 reported by the Northwest MLS, and this is where the luxury market in Cle Elum begins. And this is the luxury market in Cle Elum. A lot of these homes reside inside of Suncadia, but you don't have to be inside Suncadia to find a luxury home in the area. So this is a very classic Suncadia home. It has a very rustic look. This home is a little over 5,000 square feet, and it sold for $2.4 million, 6 bedroom, 7 bath. I'm going to show you one other. Not everything is rustic in Cle Elum. You can also go a little bit more modern. So this was a $3 million home outside of the Suncadia area. This is the lake back here. It's kind of hard to tell with this camera shot. So this is what luxury, the high-end market looks like in the Cle Elum area. If you were wondering if purchasing a home in the area is a good investment, take a look at this graph. The Cle Elum market is still a destination market with a lot of vacation homes, and because of that, you will see fluctuation in the home's valuation depending on how well the economy is doing. As you can see in this chart here, Cle Elum has quickly gained appreciation over the last decade. Right now, the area is a little bit at a flat line, but I really don't expect that to last too much longer. I'll be putting out another video going over neighborhoods and price points and more details. If you have any questions about the area, feel free to give me a call or fill out the contact form on my YouTube homepage. I'd love to help you find a home in the area. Thank you for watching. I'm Amanda Dallman, your local realtor, and I will see you next week.